How y'all doing?
Pretty good. Larry said Monday and JP said yesterday that your intelligence, the fact that you can kind of get whatever your particular game plan is at end or in the 3 technique or the 4 technique, you don't really need a lot of reps, you get it and you're ready to go. How important is that to you, considering the fact that you're going to be kind of lining up all over the place?
I mean, of course it's important, just, knowing what I'm supposed to do out there, but I kind of take pride in being able to know what our whole defense is doing. It not only helps me be able to play other positions, but I can help coach up younger guys. I can, it just kind of, when you're out there and you're playing, sometimes you'll draw a blank, but if you know what's going on across the front, if you know what's going on behind you, then you're able to kind of fit the pieces together. You understand why we're doing what we're doing better. And, I just found that actually learning what our defense is and learning more than one position has really kind of helped me develop as a player and help me kind of get to that second level.
What are the challenges from moving from nose to 3 technique to even bounce outside to in?
I would say probably the biggest thing is just switching your mindset of how you're going to have to play. Obviously on the edge you got a lot more space, so your eyes are a lot more important when you're playing in. You got to be able to see what the tackle's doing. Certain plays you got to see if the running back's flaring out, if he's crossing protection, all sorts of different things. When you get inside, 3 technique, you just got to be ready for those double teams coming down that guard tackle. That thing's a beast sometimes. And then inside at nose, it's a different feel. There's different space between you and the offensive lineman. And so that's probably the biggest adjustment. Play-wise, it's not a whole lot different. Steps are pretty similar. Certain techniques are pretty similar, but it's really just adjusting how much space we have.
Yeah. What do you think about the defensive line's performance against Cal?
Man, I thought our guys balled. Just not only stats-wise, but I really felt like we dominated up front. I felt like we were able to reset the line of scrimmage a lot. And, that's something we've struggled with a little bit over the past couple of years, just having that consistently, and I felt like we did that consistently. I also felt like we were playing a lot faster than we have in a long time, and it's just because, 3rd year in this system of defense, or actually this might be the 4th year in this system of defense. And so guys kind of understand what they're supposed to do a little bit better. They kind of understand the ins and outs, and rather than having to think, okay, what do I do on this block, on this play, you can just kind of play, and your body just naturally reacts to it because of all the work that we've had out here.
Was there a huge difference to playing a game? You're starting with 2 road games. One's across the country against another conference. The other one's in-state, just down the road. Is there a huge difference in that?
No, when you're on the road, you're on the road. It doesn't matter if, you're 10 minutes down the road or if you're all the way across the country. A road game is a road game. It's going to be a hostile environment. You got to come in there with a certain mindset. Playing at home, you have a little bit different thought process. You got your crowd behind you. You feel a little more comfortable at home. And when you go out on the road, you gotta get comfortable in that uncomfortable setting, and you got to be able to perform even when the environment's kind of against you.
Do you think last week will help with that in that regard, though? That you've already been there in that respect, playing in that situation?
I think so. At the end of the day, it's football, and not a whole lot's going to change. And so, I think if we can just go in there with the right mindset, the right mentality, then, being on the road really isn't going to be a huge factor for us.
What do you remember from the 2014 game? Because you're one of the few players on this roster that was there. You don't have to dive in deep. I know it was
Well, it's funny because I actually played in that game, and, I think there are 2 guys on our team right now who actually played in that game. That's me and Alan Artis. Okay. We both played in that game. And so, for me, it's one of those ones that I kind of been waiting for just because I hate that feeling. That was kind of brutal, and as a freshman, and especially, I got hurt that game, and so, kind of being able to have that second chance to come back and, really be able to redeem ourselves, I think it's going to be really important, but it's going to be a tough game, and, we're going to have to go out there and battle. I know being there last time, they play hard, and the environment is going to be crazy. It was loud. It's going to be a tough game, so we got to come in there with our A game.
And this is your 5th year. You've had some injury issues and other stuff. What does this season mean for you, and what do you kind of want it for it to be for you and the team?
Honestly, in the past it's been all about, all right, I want to do this on the field, I want to do that on the field. Now I'm just excited to, really have a chance to come back and play again because, with what happened last year, it changed my mindset a little bit. And this summer and stuff, I've really been able to enjoy the game a lot more, being around the guys on the team, being able to help coach up some of the younger guys. for me, I just enjoy being back out there. And, whatever comes from my performance this season, it comes, but that's not the first thing in my mind. I'm more worried about how we do as a team and making sure that, we're on the right track and we can get, everybody that we need to contribute. And, if we're all moving forward in the same direction, it's going to be a really special season. I'm just excited to be a part of it.
Do you tell